Alright, hello YouTubers, there she is. Right, you join me on this late October day. I'm off to a secret location, to try and resolve this front lower brace. Right. Unfortunately, I won't be able to film at the location, so I thought I'd film just a quick intro of me with the brace in my car, ready to roll. So hopefully, in the click of a finger, I will be back with an update. Fingers crossed.
2 hours later.
Right, will you join me back from the secret location? Just thought I would go through some of the things on the car. Obviously, as in previous videos, you'll see that the upper brace is installed, the rear brace has been done. Let's talk you through the lower one, which, as you may be able to see, is on the car. Yes, I had a very good friend offer to help. As I explained in an earlier video, the rear holes didn't actually line up that much. They're only about 3/4 of a centimetre out, but having undone the mounts up here, just to see if we could push the front cross member and lower control arms or wishbones further back, because we only had to move it like that much to get it in a line. It wouldn't budge. So what my good friend ended up doing was these mounts here. We obviously bolted up the rear ends. These mounts here had a flat base on the rear, to which provided an eyelet for the bolt to go in on the front part of the cross member. So what we did was this piece here, is it focus? Yeah, there we go. We cut a tiny piece off, but not this end, that end, the one that it's mounted to. We then drilled out some rather large washers, bolted them up without the brace being on, pulled the brace up to see if it would fit, and obviously kept trimming back a little bit until we could get it sit flush against the washer. Once that was achieved, I should say my friend, just put a tiny tack weld on it to hold the washer to the actual brace. We then removed the brace, and he very kindly welded all the way around on, if I can show it, on both of the mounts. Fitted it again, but then there was just a tiny issue with the brace appeared to be slightly offset, as if it was slightly twisted, but The chassis mounting points are both the same on the car, and obviously the front cross member bolts to the chassis legs on the top of here, so it's really unlikely that the front cross member is bent, or pretty much impossible, to be honest. Yeah, very unusual. So what we did was, like I say, jiggled it around as much as we could, and then obviously got it to fit. Took it back off, sprayed these black, just with some anti-corrosion paint. I'm not sure if I'm worried about them being underneath. I may look at getting these changed anyway. As I say, these have been changed, the control arm. Brain's gone blank because I'm upside down. You may be able to see my brake disc guards are pretty corroded, but again, all of this and all of this will be changed for, you can just see the vented disc set up just up here. Yeah, all of that's going to be changed for some rather large brakes. That's the plan, but still trying to do some calculations. As I said, the if you look here, if it will focus, that's it. The flange was ground back there, so it cleared the bar, but there is actually, when the engine starts, or when you put it in reverse actually, there's the tiniest bit of movement, even though you can't move it by hand. So what I've actually ordered, which will be in a future video, is some gold tape, you know, some thermal reflective tape, and I think I've got just enough gap in there to put a tiny piece in. Not that it's getting hot, it's just every now and then you just get a tiny rattle, and it's not this bar, because obviously this bar that runs through from the cross member to the front of the chassis leg, well, lower cross beam, that's solid. Yeah, so funny noise. How strange. But it is the end of October, and strange things happened at the end of October. Yeah, there it goes again. How weird. Yeah, it's almost like some kind of odd siren. Must be a Halloween thing. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, what was designed for the car, there's the label, yeah, from 92 and onwards, 1.6. It didn't quite fit. Teg were really good. I messaged them and they said, well, you know, let us know how I get on, but obviously to return it back to Malaysia, which is where it was made, having already waited 10 to 12 weeks for this to arrive, it was far easier to modify it, and like I say, you know, so I thought I'd just give a shout out to my friend, who funnily enough is actually doing something rather special with a Lexus. Yeah, it's going to be a monster car when it's finished, and hopefully I'll be able to bring it to the channel at some point, because he's not on YouTube himself, and I don't believe he's got a build thread as such. So yeah, just noticed it looks like my sump has had a piece welded in, which is really unusual. Yeah, as I say, this will all come out anyway, but that is rather close. But yeah, keep hearing like shuffling, like dragging. Something's being dragged. Don't know. Can hear dogs barking, but like I say, it's Halloween. It's definitely getting closer. Anyway, as per usual, if you could click on the subscribe button, bloody hell,